sign here that shows you that the error messages come up above and below the temperature displays. In actual fact, they run below the switches. I've got a few different versions of this screen, and the errors come up either below, but you'll see them when they come up. They come up. All right, so that's the
Hopefully
screen.
there's none.
Yeah, hopefully there's none. So this is the belt screen that we went through.
Yeah.
There are your numbers. Now these numbers don't correspond to your oven, so don't refer to that as your reference, because that's off a different model. That's actually
There's a line through that.
yeah, that's actually a different. I'll probably we'll do that in a minute.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that's only. I think it actually says on here.
Refer to screen.
Yeah, so note each oven has different numbers in relation to belt time, only because different machines, different gear ratios. So not all ovens have the same number.
Okay.
So yeah, just be aware of that.
Yep.
The temperature screen is what we went through as well.
Yep.
So the two arrows there go back and forward. So you've always got the arrows back and forward on each screen.
Yep.
And there's another screen there that is, we'll go to that one, this one here.
Yep.
That will scroll down with your model and serial number of the machine.
Yep. Okay.
Also got our contact number on there if you need it.
Yep.
And you can use your phone to scan on there, and it'll come up with a service call information. Of course, if it's urgent, don't use that, because that actually goes onto our work order system, and it's a bit of a slower process. Of course, if you have a problem, on the phone. That's
Fantastic.
the best in the old-fashioned way.
Good.
All right. And your maintenance screen is that button there. If you're ever inclined to go in there, that shows you your indicator lights. It'll show you the actual oven temperature now, and sorry, the belt speed now. And oops, I went past it. Go back. So if you press that, it'll take you to the maintenance screen. Your actual temperature. This one here will show you the actual data plate as well. Your actual data plate on the oven, which will give you, it should actually say LPG, which it does. So it says that your oven is LPG, your megajoule ratings, your gas jet size.
All the stuff.
Same as what's on. There's actually 3 data plates on here. So that one, you've got one here, and you've got the original factory one at the back end, just in case anyone needs it.
Good. Yep. Okay.
And of course the version screen number on there, which
I don't want to sound really rude, but don't fill my head up with shit I don't need.
yeah,
If you don't mind.
No, but it's important. I need to just run it through. Basically, all you want to do.
Send you links
Oh,
of
this
this.
is good. Yeah.
So your guy there can go. Oh, okay, I have a visual reading version, and now I also have a video version.
Yeah.
And I can just follow it through.
There's your check temperature error. It's saying to you, hey, you've turned the oven on.
It's always about me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So the error come up there.
That's right, you're the check writer. No worries. It is all about you.
So F20 fault 20 is check temperature. It's basically saying you've got the burner on, but hey, I'm not heating up, so
What's going on?
there's something wrong. So I'm going to tell you. Yeah. So that's what that one does.
Okay.
So if I turn that off, that should disappear.
Oh,
Yeah, it does.
Good.
All right. Time to pack it.
Seems a bit more sophisticated than the XLT, isn't it? A couple of red lights on the side.
Yeah. So yeah, another one there is the maintenance screen, which you go in there and you change your clocks and dates and times, but yeah.
You don't get access to that.
You can have 24-hour clocks if you want, 12, 24-hour, all that kind of stuff. But that's password protected, so no one can really access that. There's another little icon there, and on there it says it. It's got a brief instructions how to use the oven, just in case that disappears. It's not as good as that, but it's an operation screen. So
Keep this clean, as you said. Sorry.
keep that clean. Yep.
I had a phone call with that. Have you got any spares? Stuff, or is it just easier to buy it somewhere?
It's probably important to get the same type. I've gone into people's shops where they just turf that out and they put a sink, one of those jiffy bloomin' cloths on there. It's like take it off. There's no point. You might as well not have it on. It's especially with my ovens. It's really important because you want me to take? Yeah, if I take the cover off, you'll see that.
Yeah, take the
No,
cover
no,
off. No, I
no,
want
it's
to take.
okay.
It's not for him. It's actually for other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I just think we need a couple of spares. I just thought if you had some.
yeah. Because if you don't have one, you tend to just chuck it out and then you forget about it and it doesn't get used. So if you want to keep the oven good, I mean, in 5 years' time, when you haven't had a filter in there and you whack one on there, it's too late. You know, the oven is full of shit and dust and crap and oil. Yeah.
Wow.
So a lot of people say, "I'll come and service it," but like,
I'm thinking about the
too late.
XLT, just how often have we changed that, I wonder.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned about that now.
Yeah. XLT, probably this is more important. This has got more electronics. Yeah. In it. The box is actually, and I'll show you when you take the cover. The box is actually sealed anyway. Most of these ovens, when they make them in the factory, they have a board just sitting out in the open. It gets covered in dust. It just fails. So I figure, well, I'm going to put mine in a box and it's sealed. Nothing can get in there. No bugs, no dust, no anything. So
Further north you go, you have problems with cockroaches, and for some reason they're drawn to electronics.
yeah, they love them. I love them.
We've got our share, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah. So
Well,
that's that
anyway.
screen there. That's your maintenance
Australia
screen.
will be seeing this, by the way.
And you can see there that this is different again to your screen, and it'll say on there that they vary depending on model. You can see there the version number's different. 2.61. This is a 2.51. It's just model dependent on what oven it is. This was actually a 1046. It's got an LGB 21, so different settings on there.
The logics will be different again.
Yeah, logics are different again. And then we're back to maintenance. Keep the oven clean, pull it apart, take the conveyor belts, air pans out, basically what it says in there. Should carry out maintenance a couple of times a year. I don't have a problem going up there every once or twice a year, or just to have a look and make sure it's all going well. Probably do the XLT at the same time.
We've got two now, so it's probably worth it.
Just shows a bit on the technician screen there. That's what I showed you, where you change your times and things. Eventually, because this isn't updated with the internet as laptops and phones and everything else are, eventually the time sort of starts to drift out over the time. So you might be out a minute or so in a year or whatever. So you adjust that up. And then the burner pressure. So whoever's installing it, just to check the burner pressures up there. This is actually set in here for this bottle, but when you get up there, I don't know what your pressures are. So it'll probably work fine. It'll probably be good, but you might want to just get a gas guy just to plug his manometer in there and make sure. Don't have to, but
And does
usually
it tell you
when
what burner pressure it should be at?
it'll all be on the data plate. Yeah.
Okay, it's on
So
the data plate.
any
All right.
gas plumber will know that they have to check the data plate.
11.5-inch water column.
All right. Now the question I have, cleaning it.
Mhm.
The XLT is pretty easy to pull apart.
This is actually easier. There's less sharp edges on this one too.
Because we just take this whole tray out when we do the XLT.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do in about 2 minutes once we pull this.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
look at that.
The only difference with the XLT is you've got the whole front door comes off with those four bolts. I'm just trying to put this all in the back in the right order. Yeah, all right. So happy with that?
Yeah, it's had
3 switches, bang,
very
bang,
good, very
bang.
good. Very simple.
Gonna wait. Did I press that? Oh, yeah. So it actually say on there. It's a bit hard to see with the light here, but it actually says fan on, heat on, and conveyor on, and you'll have the 3 green lights. If I forgot to turn that one on, for example, you'd have that light go off. So you want to have your 3 lights on, and then you know that she's going to fire up, and you'll hear it in 30 seconds. You'll hear the pre-purge happen. If you listen real carefully, it'll kick on.
Got the gas on.
If you got I've got that off, so but it'll still go through a purge and it'll try and light.
Yes, the emission back going.
You hear the fan. That fan just started then. It's really hard to hear, but I can pick it up. Now you'll hear a click and a spark. So, spark. Alright, so it's trying to ignite the gas. I'll turn that on.
No, that was okay. All right. No problem there, hearing that.
And there's the vents at the back, same as the XLT that you've already got. Make sure all the vents are dust free.
Okay.
Everyone forgets that.
Yeah,
This one particularly, if that gets full of dust,
Yeah.
this fan motor can overheat and she'll shut down, and that'll be the end of it.
XLT because I've never checked that before.
Yeah, XLT's got actual holes, so you can actually see the motor, but it's good to take that fan cover off and just give it a brush.
Excellent.
All right, looks to go, doesn't it? Looks to goods.